town and out into the wilderness. But don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bison's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bison took over, this used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
That's right. And remember to lean back before you spring off the hook. You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try. Looks like he didn't notice me come in.
Just stay out of sight and take a picture of each of his trade routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the clockwork parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here.
Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze?
Of course, for you, chum, always. Although must we communicate through that dreadful speakerphone?
Yeah, I can think better while my legs move. Pumps blood to your brain.
Yes, of course. One must keep blood in one's brain. But do tell, is there some pressing matter you'd like to discuss?
First off, are you still coming on schedule to get that Northern Lights battery?
Yes, we're well underway. My blimp should arrive at the end of the week.
Bullseye. For second, when you gonna give me a look-see at that clockwork brain of yours? I'd sure like to buy it off you.
Besong, you covetous troglodyte. You already got the lion's share of the parts. Would you take my meager portion of the robotic bird for your own and strip me of all my earthly pleasures?
Easy there, partner. You're all up in a lather. It's just that I found some real use for the clockwork parts I got. Why, I put 3 of them in the engines of my best trains. With those robotic doohickeys feeding the fire, them trains will run all...
Sly, did you hear that? Bison's hidden the Iron Horse blueprints in his trophy vats. Head for the fish on top of the fireplace and steal those plans.
Sounds like...
Excellent! Now get out of that cabin before you're spotted.
That'll do fine. By the way, you ready to giddy up into Perry for the final hoedown?
Yes! The blimp's hypnotist wavelengths conform to the specs drawn up by the Contessa. And
after analyzing Bison's decorating techniques, I think we'll find the other trophy bass above the mantle in the 2 remaining cabins. Above the mantle and steal those blueprints.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys at Ponderosa Cabin there's someone's been in my hidden blueprints. Everyone stay sharp. This ain't no summer camp. I don't pay you boys to lollygag while you're beef in these parts.
Two down, one to go. The last trophy bass is above the fireplace. Be careful. Jean Bisson's in for another rude awakening the next time he checks in this vault. The code should be 129. You've gotten the music box move! Exceptional work, Sly! That's the last of the blueprints! Armed with all three blueprints, we should be able to isolate and track the Iron Horse trains through that satellite dish.
Top of the mountain, huh? Shouldn't take long. This appears to be the only way up. Keep an eye out for those rock climber wall hooks. They might be useful. This is great! We've got total access to the train's GPS system. It's all on my computer. Head back to the safe house. I'll crunch some numbers and give you and Murray the rundown.
Thanks to Sly's efforts, we now know the location of all 3 of the local clockwork parts. 2 lugs and a stomach. Jean Bisson has grafted each piece to the engine in one of his Iron Horse trains. This improvement allows the trains to run all night and all day. We won't have the luxury of sneaking in while they're stopped. While they're in motion, the only way aboard is through a hatch on the caboose roof, which unfortunately has been locked down. These need to go. First, collect the spice gas from the balloons above town, and then land on the back of the caboose to blow off the locks. Once the way is cleared, I'll suit up and jump into Iron Horse number 1 while it passes near town. With some luck, we'll have the first clockwork lug in a few hours. Trains, but the only way in through the caboose is locked. To blow the locks off, you'll need to collect the ultra-unstable, denatured spice gas from those balloons floating above town.
How am I supposed to get up there to collect the spice gas?
Murray's already commandeered this ice plane. Jump on its strut, and he'll fly you up to a good paragliding altitude. Oh, and strap on a special vacuum backpack. It'll automatically collect the spice gas after you've popped a balloon.
Sounds like fun.
Once you've collected enough gas, you'll have to land directly on the train's caboose.
Why directly on the caboose?
Denatured spice gas is very unstable at lower altitudes. Unless you land on the caboose, you won't have time to get the gas tank to the lock before it blows up.
So you're saying I either land on the caboose or get blown to bits?
That's correct. Chemistry can be a harsh mistress.
Hang on tight. We're going up. Remember to use your paraglider.
Should keep you aloft. That did it. You've got a whole tank of gas. Time to land on a caboose. already at the ice plane. You guys are doing great. There's just one caboose left.
One more caboose. Try not to get blown up.
You're full up on gas. Target the last caboose. Yes, you guys did it! All the Iron Horse trains are unlocked! Sly, it's awful. I can't believe it.
Slow down, Bentley. What happened?
Murray, he went out looking for a snack and got captured by Inspector Fox.
Carmelita? She's here? Don't worry, Bentley. I know how to handle her.
But I don't know where she's locked up, Murray. I'm used to having all the facts.
Calm down. Carmelita's not cruel like the Contessa. I'll follow her without being seen. She's bound to check on Murray sooner or later.
Okay, that's a good plan. Just don't get caught too. I don't want to be alone again.
Hey, criminal. You doing okay in there? I know it's tight, but you won't get shocked if you hold still.
I'm okay. And thanks for that bag of jelly beans. I was starving.
Won't be long now. Once I bust the other members of your gang, we'll get out of here.
I'm grateful for the jelly beans and all, but aren't you on the outs with Interpol right now?
I'm an honest cop. Busting the Cooper gang will prove my innocence and show everyone that Constable Neela set me up.
You mean Captain Neela? I hear she got promoted.
Whatever. Just sit tight. I'm going to look for your pals.
Murray, I've come to break you out.
Fat chance. This thing is triple padlocked and Inspector Fox is carrying all the keys.
Come on, buddy. You know I'm an expert at pickpocketing.
She's tough, Sly. If you manage to get a key, you'd better run for it. Carmelita's sure to notice and chase after you.
Leave her to me.
What? My keys! Run, sissy! Run and hide! What just... Cooper? One slip up and you're mine. I felt that, thief.
Lose Carmelita before you try to free Murray.
I'll find you. You know I will.
Thanks, pal. I was getting a Charlie horse standing in that box.
My pleasure. You know how I love to mess around with Carmelita.
Yeah, that's weird. See you back at the safe house.
trains come by and pick it all up for distribution. Stay sharp, and once this here spice business is taken care of, we'll have ourselves a hunting party.
According to this timetable, Iron Horse number 1 should be passing by any time now.
I see it. It's moving awfully fast.
Just jump on the caboose and go in through the hatch. Piece of cake. Chalk up one strange robot organ for us, and one less Iron Horse train for John Bassan.
Things are going great. We've already stolen one of Jean Bassan's 3 clockwork parts. However, Iron Horse 2 and 3 are going to be a little tougher to crack. First, I'll need to hop aboard Iron Horse 2 and do a little preemptive RC chopper strike to clear out the air defenses. Once cleared, it'll be up to Sly to work his magic in the interior to get at that second clockwork lug. Murray, you'll need to trap some of the local bear cubs in order to unlock a nearby hand car. We're gonna need it to catch up with Iron Horse number 3, but don't worry, the cubs won't be hurt. Although I can't say the same for the guards.
Heads up, Bentley. Here comes Iron Horse number 2. You and that RC chopper of yours ready?
We'll get the job done, provided I can catch up with that train. This had better work. Sly won't stand a chance making it through this train unless I neutralize the aerial defenses. Good thing I outfitted the RC chopper with a new cannon. Let's see. The X button drops bobs and the square button shoots forward. I should bomb those missile launchers before things get ugly. This is it! The final stretch! Defenses are down. Now it's all up to Sly to finish the job. We'll need this handcar to chase down Iron Horse number 3. But for the time being, it's all fenced in.
No problem. I'll tear that fence apart.
The metal's too resilient for my bombs or your muscle. No, for this job, we're going to have to rely on a stronger force. The love of a mother for her child.
You got something to tell me?
Yes, I've had the good fortune of locating 2 juvenile bear cubs.
put them together inside that fence, they'd surely start fighting. Bears at that age are particularly antisocial. Noise from the squabbles should bring their mother around to free the angry youths.
I get ya. That big mama bear will be able to smash the fence no problem to free her cubs.
That's correct.
Beware, cubs, for you are hunted by the Murray.
Good work, Murray. I'll send you the coordinates to the next bear cub. Sorry to say it, but the other cub is somewhere in this bear cave. Be careful, Murray. That was fast. The mother is already on her way. That was beautiful. Just like a nature documentary, only more violent. Sly, the second iron horse train is coming too fast. You might not have time to jump on top.
Relax, Bentley. There's more than one way to get on top of that caboose.
The other clockwork lug should be hooked into the engine's furnace. Sneak your way up there and grab it. You should have seen how many missile launchers there were attached to these train cars. I don't mind saying that it took some real finesse on my part to deal with the defenses.
Attention Iron Horse number 2. In case you haven't heard, some lucky varmint managed to make off with the clockwork lug and Iron Horse
Okay, guys, this is it. Time to break into Iron Horse number 3 and carry away the Clockwork Stomach. Now, the train's moving too fast to jump onto here in town, so we'll have to catch up with it on Murray's new handcar. Once we're in position, Sly'll hop aboard and make his way up to the engine. While he travels through the interior, I'll provide air support with my RC chopper. I've planned this as a textbook train robbery. If we all do our jobs right, what could possibly go wrong?
Hop aboard, guys. We've got a train to catch.
Got it. Strong work, Murray.
Yeah, sure. The Murray's strength knows no limit.
You're on, Sly. Break into that train and steal the Clockwork Stomach.
That Jean Basson's one strange guy. The Claw Gang divides up the clockwork parts, and he walks away with the stomach and lungs? It still creeps me out.
Get creeped out later when we aren't riding an antique handcar at breakneck speeds.
Good point. It's time for a train robbery.
Ain't nobody getting past me. That there Clockwork Stomach is as safe as a snowman in winter. I'd like to meet the varmint that's been looting my Iron Horse trains. By Jiminy, I get hot neath the collar just thinking about how I'd cut that boy down. I'd kill him like a spotted owl. Sure.
Hey, Cooper. Thought I might find you here. Just can't stay away from these clockwork parts, can you?
Oh, I just do it to meet exciting ladies like yourself.
If you'd like some excitement, why not climb up on top of the train? I'm sure to get your heart pumping. Maybe even show you my new ride.
No thanks, Neela. I've seen enough already.
What's the problem, Poodle? Afraid you can't take me on? Have to call up your little friends for help?
Come in, little friends. Neela's got me pinned down. Any chance of air support?
I've already launched the RC chopper. She won't know what hit her.
Come on, Cooper. Let's play. What in blazes? All right, little RC friend. This should be a quick bit of destruction.
That was some fancy flying, little friend.
Whatever you say, Poodle.
Hey, Sly! Get to that Clockwork Stomach fast! This old handcart is starting to fall apart! got turned into a tool of evil.
Looks like John Basson's wised up and bolted the stomach down. We'll have to crack the engine block to get it free.
Then that's just what we'll do. A well-placed bomb down the train's smokestack will knock it loose. Just make sure to take some cover.
Not so fast, child. The clockwork part is mine. They will all be mine.
Wow, the avionics packet. I'm going to cry.
You won't stop me. Not the Cooper Gang. Not Interpol. Not anyone.
Stand clear, Sly. This might be messy. Sly! Sly! You okay?
I've got an upset stomach on my hands, but other than that, I feel great. The gang and I had pulled off the impossible. We'd successfully robbed all of John Basson's iron horse trains, and we were walking away with count them, 3 clockwork parts. And as a bonus, we shut down spice distribution in all of North America. Needless to say, we were pretty pleased with ourselves. Can't say the same for Carmelita. Once again, the framed policewoman had to run from the cops, which was fun at first, but I'm starting to feel a little sorry for her. I mean, what if they replaced Carmelita with someone else? I don't want another cop on my tail. She's a big part of why this is all fun. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to clear her name, some way other than turning myself in. Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Basson and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Basson's presence and that he was in possession of the clockwork talons. The Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Basson could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts. Those talons have got to go, both to finally do away with clockwork and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
Okay, so here's what we know. 1, Arpeggio's blimp is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Basson. And 2, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blimp.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off John Basson. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True. True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos, I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cane. It can now separate into two smaller canes, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in. This place is bear country, all right. Interesting. He's putting out a slight radio signature. Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat. It must be piloted by computer. John Bison's house. The lair of the beast. The den of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction. Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
That door seems to be locked from the inside. Try to find another way in. That's the battery charger, but where's the battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up? I was right. The entrance is barred from the inside. Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy. Might as well get a shot of old Jean Bisson. Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, Jean. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the clockwork talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
Head back to the safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games. Well, guys, Jean Bisson has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the Clockwork Talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC Combat Club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bisson's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
Have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you could snag enough of them, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean Bisson's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
The first step is crawling into that bear cave and stealing the goods.
I'm on it.
Transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths. You'll have to sneak up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ice. Walking on it is sure to wake the bears.
I'll keep that in mind.
Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step. To form a receiver array, you'll have to place the radio transmitters in precise locations around Jean Bisson's base of operations.
Seems easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
a tear to my eye when I think about how much wilderness y'all have tamed. Keep up the good work, fellas. Not long till we can start putting up those track holes. Yeah.
Nice work. The array's up and running. detected what appears to be an ancient guide to log chopping that might be useful for the lumberjack games. Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global warming?
That industrial laser is used to cut through petrified logs. If it can be bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the bug.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside. If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, then the combination has got to be 583. Gadzooks, that's a nice one.
Attention all you fellas working the sawmill. Make sure you keep a steady watch. A prowler's been spotted. We cannot afford to have anything happen to our log cutting equipment, particularly that laser-type saw blade. We're gonna need it once we get to them old oaks up near Lookout Mountain. But hey, you know, you should still enjoy yourselves, eh? I mean, how many people get to cut down forests for a living? Oh, you all are...
You've done it! The laser's been redirected out the window. Now to get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Stand clear, Sly. Something else is coming out of the deep freeze. I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for that. He's back in the deep freeze.
Cheer up, pal. We got the log chopping guide.
Rumor has it that several off-duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job we pulled in Istanbul. It was awesome.
Those guards will never let you into the combat club without a disguise. That old moosehead should do the trick. Only there's no way for you to get up there. Hide out in this barrel while I send in Sly to steal the head. Sly, if you can get the stuffed moosehead without being detected, Murray should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
Murray, heads up.
Hey, fellas. Any of you guys think you can beat the the moose? Maybe put a bet on it.
Oh, I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
That RC combat drone takes some skill to control. Steer with the left analog stick and hold down the X button for gas. After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret. Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
You won, eh? But I ain't got no money.
That might be okay. It all depends.
Depends on what?
On whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light Battery.
Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
After reading through the log chopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now, I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light Battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
that stream through camps looking full of fish. Maybe it's time... I built me a cannery.